Hello, also welcome back to the mapping series. Today we are starting an important topic, Horn of Africa. So, places in news. This is repeatedly being asked by the UPSC, and so we need to see the important locations that are significant for us and can be asked in the exam. So let's do Horn of Africa. So Horn of Africa represents the horn kind of shape. Okay, this is the horn kind of shape that you see in the Africa region. Okay, in this area you will see that horn kind of location. Which are the countries that are present in this horn? So simply we can say seed. So what does seed means? Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. So now why are we studying this Horn of Africa? Various conflicts are going on, and this area is also strategically important. What is the strategic importance of this area? We have already seen what this area is known for important trade route, right? Ships are moving in this area. See here, the narrow passage, the Babel Mandeb Strait. We have already done this. Houthis are trying to block this passage, and various initiatives are being taken up in this region, right? We are aware of this thing. So because of this thing, even this area, the seed area, Horn of Africa also becomes important for us, right? So let's understand about more about this thing. So which are the countries that are there in this Horn of Africa? Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. And Somaliland. What is the Somaliland? Again, important thing that you need to know. Somaliland is this part of the Somalia which has declared itself independent. Few nations have recognized that its independence, few nations did not. Okay, in the same way, Somaliland, just east of the Somaliland, we also have the Puntland. It is also an autonomous region. It has not declared its independence. Somaliland itself has declared its independence. Okay, so these are the two important places in the news that you need to know. Like I said, Babel Mandeb Strait. That is also very important thing which you are already aware of. This strait joins two important areas, Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Okay, so let's move forward. Various conflicts. Now, this is the strategically important thing. Like I said, the Horn of Africa is known for shipping lanes, including access to the Suez Canal. Because of this thing, it is very important, and also economic potential. This region has untapped natural resources, including the oil and gas reserves and security concerns. So all these things, piracy and all happening in this area. Because of this importance, various external players are also establishing their military bases. So China is investing heavily in infrastructure and military presence in this area. Okay, and then same is done by the Russia, that you need to be aware of. And what are the other important things that are happening in this area? Since this area is strategically very important, we need to be aware of issues that are happening in this area. In the Ethiopia, Tigray conflict is going on. What is this Tigray? This Tigray are nothing but the tribal people. Like in India, we have multiple tribes. Same, there also we have multiple tribes, especially in the Horn of Africa. There are various ethnic groups like Amhara, Tigrayans, Oromo. It is the largest ethnic group in the Ethiopia, and the Afar. Okay, these names are also associated with the regions. Okay, can you see here? This is the Tigray province, and they are also associated with the tribal group there, or ethnic group, Amhara, Afar. Amhara is already UPSC PYQ question. It was asked by the UPSC in 2022. Okay, friends. So you need to be aware of the Tigray and Amhara conflict is going on. You can be aware of that aspect. Now, moving forward. What is this GERD dispute? This is nothing but the dam constructed on the Nile River. If you can see here, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. What is this dam is about? So you have the Nile River. The Nile River has two major branches, White Nile and the Blue Nile. White line is coming from the Lake Victoria, and the blue line is originating in the Ethiopia. Ethiopia is constructing the dam here, but Sudan and Egypt, where finally this Nile River goes and joins this Mediterranean Sea. Okay, this is the final destination of the Nile River. So the inflow of this Nile River will be reduced in the Egypt if such a huge dam is being constructed by the Ethiopia in this region. So conflict and various issues are going on, various discussions are going on. In this context, for you, it is also important to know the location of the Nile River. So Nile River is the first largest river of the entire world. Some of the important facts that you need to be aware of. one of the, sorry, not largest, it is the longest river of the entire world. So it has two major branches, one branch coming from the Lake Victoria. Okay. Um, that is called the White Nile, and the Blue Nile is coming from the Lake Tana in the Ethiopian highlands. So some quick facts about the Lake Victoria. It is the largest lake in the Africa and second largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area. Okay, the first is the Lake Superior. Then which is the first by volume, Lake Baikal. Okay, so this is very important, Lake Baikal, deepest lake in the entire world. Okay, now again, Lake Victoria, some of the important facts. It is bordered by the three countries, Tanzania, Uganda, and the Kenya. That is given here in the map. Okay, so these are the certain important aspects that you need to be aware of in this region. So we have also seen major provinces, Tigray, Amhara, and the Afar province. Let's move forward. Yeah, yeah, we are done with this topic of discussion. I hope you have really learned something, some important points. Okay, and also know here this Mogadishu. It's a very important port, one of the important port of the Somalia, and this in this Djibouti, you also have, you can see this Chinese establishment and USA's military establishments. They are heavily investing in this Djibouti province because of this important strategic location that you need to be aware of. Okay, this Mogadishu, you should not forget. A very important city as well as a port location. Okay, you also need to know the capital region here. Okay, and where this Nile River is joining Blue Nile and White Nile. Okay, the Khartoum, which is present in the Sudan. Okay, very important point again, you have to know. And the Addis Ababa region, you try to remember, and Asmara. Okay, the important capital city of the Eritrea, and Ethiopia is a landlocked country. These are the important facts that you need to know. If you are liking this video content, like, share, and subscribe, friends, and also comment if you're really liking it. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye bye.